My friends from Standing Rock told me that there was going to be an action on December 21st, and I said, it's my birthday, and it's winter solstice.
Happy birthday to you.
I was planning to withdraw my money from Wells Fargo, and I said, let me do it during the action. So that's why I'm here.
So originally the plan was to enter Wells Fargo so that Jane could read her divestment letter inside of the branch. They were ready for us, so they didn't let Jane Fonda in the bank. So she read it outside. But actually one of the Tangve indigenous elders named Gloria Arianes was actually trapped inside the bank, and they wouldn't let her out.
They may not let Gloria out, and they wouldn't let us in, but we can still take our money out. The North Dakota pipeline is hurting financially, and I think that the people that have loaned to them are beginning to question whether that was a wise decision. I mean, it's a dumb decision. Those companies that own the pipeline have the worst record for contamination, groundwater contamination. They're being sued by 5 states. It's a travesty that any bank has put money into them. And besides, the pipeline isn't even needed. The production of the Bakken oil fields has dropped 25% since 2014, so they don't even need another pipeline.
Well, I had already taken my money out of Wells Fargo a couple of weeks ago, about Thanksgiving. And so it was just, I wanted to lend my voice and my presence to that, for people to put their money in more positive places, where the money will be used for the people and for the betterment of the planet, and not for the enrichment of corporations.
As a customer of your bank, I reject the notion of my money helping to support your investment in the Dakota Access Pipeline. Which is an inherently dangerous and unjust oil pipeline that threatens air and water quality in many states and violates sacred lands of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. The fact that Wells Fargo has invested money in DAPL indicates gross corporate irresponsibility and hypocrisy. Many, many, many people, thousands of people around the world are pulling their money out of banks that are invested in DAPL and the North Dakota pipeline. And, you know, we know from the lettuce boycott, we know from apartheid, that divestiture movements, defunding movements are very effective.
Divest! 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 Divest!
We walk into Wells Fargo or Chase or Bank of America and we say, I'm going to withdraw all my money. And then when they say why, we say, because you can't drink oil!
This is a private establishment. You cannot come in and just cause disruption. Cannot do that.
Water is life. We need to be trying.
Because this is the LA City outside. Please.
We're going to obey the order.
Thank you, sir.
And we're trying to starve the Black Snake by taking all of our money out. So we marched down the street and we came here to Chase, and we brought the drum inside, and they weren't expecting us, so we were able to go inside, sing a few songs. We had a dancer sing, And all of that is prayer to stand in solidarity with our relatives in Standing Rock.
They could enrich the corporations if the corporations had the insight to do what's best for the people and for the planet. And that's what we hope to turn around. We hope to create a movement, a global movement, with divesting the money from the hands of people who will use it for destruction.
I'm one of those Americans who regrets the fact that the history of this country is replete with instances of torture and devastation of the Native Americans. And I believe that we need to stop, recognize our history, and stop the continued despoiling of this land, and stop the continued despising of the fundamental indigenous people who are here, who have lessons to teach us. And we need to begin to respect not only ourselves and our country, but the people who led us here, the people who sacrificed themselves for our presence here.
Go to #Defund DAPL, and they'll give you instructions about how to find out if the bank that you're banking in has money in DAPL and how to get out of it, and some suggestions for where to put your money. Amalgamated, for example, is a union-run bank, and that's what I'm looking at, putting my money there.
You film yourself or take a picture of yourself having withdrawn your money from these big banks and telling them why. And then post to social media with the hashtag BankExit and Defund DAPL.